Hey everyone, finally got my hands on Control. I've been waiting for this game for quite a while now. Now that it's here, I cannot wait to get started. Now, I have started already. I've had a playthrough the game. I enjoyed it so much I could not wait for a second playthrough. This time, I figured I'll share it with anyone who's interested. So, no more time wasting. Let's get cracking. Cleared out that save game. And boy, this is a fun game. It really is.
Warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual. Can't be helped. You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here? Hello? Anyone here?
So, like I mentioned earlier, I've actually played through this game already. So, I kind of have an idea of where I need to go. But because of the way this game is, I mean, each map is a huge maze that needs to be figured out. So, I'm going to try my best to remember the path and actually play through the core missions. But we'll probably go from here and there, go and do a side mission or two. The side missions are actually quite critical. Well, not all of them, some of them.
Federal Bureau of Control.
You get
All
things
these years
like
I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
you get some of your additional abilities from side missions, and I think it's only the core abilities like launch and being able to hover that form part of the main missions.
Hello? Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin johan on helvetti. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer
Does this guy
around,
read my mind?
that's him.
I never picked it up the first time. He actually responded to what
The cell.
Jesse was thinking.
And the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since. Will you help?
Now, this game has got quite a bit of an intro, but I think this intro is actually very well done. It gives you an insight into this control world, where everything literally is just a mystery. A complete mystery, one that you are now working to try and unravel, to try and solve, to try and see what's actually gone down in this big building. This really is my type of game. As much as there are some fight scenes that require you, require you to sort of take cover and all that, for the most part, you just run right into the battle.
Did I lose you there for a moment? You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Oh wow, that's not so secretive at all. There are a lot of these documents littered all over the place. Most of them don't offer anything that actually affects the game, but they're nice to have, nice to knows. So after the playthrough, find some time, sit, read all these documents. They actually answer a lot of questions.
Shit. Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Not very wise, but okay.
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner and you're it.
Look at this place. Where am I?
So we are in the astral plane, and we come across quite a lot of this area, and each time something new comes along, generally we need to complete some astral plane task. Oof, I love the way that shutters.
The same gun.
In order to claim this weapon, in order to claim a new ability. Now,
Okay.
I've had a sample recording of this before actually getting into the game, and I noticed that in the recordings, when I'm when I'm in the astral plane, there's some jerky behavior, but I don't experience it in-game. So for me, this is all very smooth. If you see frames dropping, especially when I'm in the astral plane, I do apologize. I'll try and figure out what that could be. There. Okay, so headshots deal more damage. Oh, that's good to know. How did I not know this the first time? Okay, suppose you live and you learn. In this case, you play and you learn.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that? It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive. You know what? I'm happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Let's find out.
What is that? You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You... Oh, thank you. That was... horror. Get the fuck away!
Shoot! I missed too much. Ah, so can't go in there. These alarms we turned off. They're annoying.
The hotline. Secure line of communication. Guidance. Reach the hotline.
The hotline, says the dead man. Okay.
Wow, I miss a lot. Headshot. These crates are littered all over the place. The crates give you weapon mods. I think you get personal mods as well from them, or at least these materials that allow you to mod all kinds of stuff. We'll get into modding a bit later. Where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. I'm going... No, wait, hang on. I'm lost. I'm going back this way.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's our.
Oops.
spreading them.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
So control points are your save points, if you will. The more control points you cleanse, the more places you can fast travel to. You can only fast travel between control points. And I think this game has done a decent job of keeping control points all over the place, allowing for you to get from one place to another as quickly as possible.
Can you hear me? Are you with us?
I am with you.
With the Bureau?
I'm not the Bureau.
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
How does she know that if she's locked away in a safe? How does she know that?
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the Hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The Hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah.
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide?
The service weapon.
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the Hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable. I can't even... Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the Hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long. But I can't trust her yet. Or rather, the Bureau she's a part of. Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together. Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the Hiss out. Come on.
That didn't work.
The Hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart. I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
Director Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us, or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the Hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the Hiss.
Where is the Hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
They call me the director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the Hiss destroy it all.
Why does she want to be a part of this world? I mean, this is freaky stuff. Eerie red phone ringing in some glass room in the middle of who knows what.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know. There are no stupid questions. The door to the comms department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now. Follow the signs to the mailroom. You can get to the hotline containment chamber through there. Good luck, Jesse. See you back here once you have the hotline.
Thanks, Emily.
Alright, so that concludes one mission. Okay, so now that I have this control point, I should be able to change my outfits, yes. So because I pre-ordered this game, I got this tactical outfit, which I absolutely love. I think this outfit looks better than the civilian one. So I want to use that for the rest of the campaign. Now, I'm actually not sure where I'm supposed to go. Oh, there's a shimmy. So we are headed to Executive Dead Letters.
There it is again. A welcome message.
I still don't have an access card. Watch out. It's shooting me. No questions asked. can't go there yet. If you see anything that's just red, like that, just stay away from it. If I go close there, it'll probably just hurt me. Ouch. Oops, I'm out of ammo. Move. Fortunately, their aim is just as bad as mine. Where am I going? Okay, I'm in dead letters. I find that the melee attack actually takes out their shield faster than the bullets. Anytime you come across a control point, cleanse it, because usually it means there's a big battle coming up next. You will want that control point so that you're able to respawn as close to the battle as possible if you die.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch that.
Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disc...
Again, these videos are also littered all over the place. They're very similar
On the right track.
to the documents that you find. They just give you additional information on what actually went down in this place. Ouch! Oh shit, that's so sadistic of me to be laughing at the poor
Object
chap.
of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
Okay, let's go. That's my ticket to my... What's the ability? Launch capabilities, my telekinetic powers. The aim of this thing is to actually just get as close to it as quickly as possible before it launches something at you. And then simply grab it. If you just stand around, it is going to launch a whole bunch of stuff at you, and those things do damage. If you come across any enemies in the game, in fact, that have telekinetic abilities, just avoid their launches, because anything hurled at you deals a ton of damage. The converse is also true.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in the Bureau seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Finally, this now is when the game comes into its own. Now, like I was saying before, the launch ability deals so much damage. So if you come across like really, really tough enemies, and there are some around, some that have shields and so on, just launch stuff at them. Because launching things takes out their shield much faster than your bullets could possibly do. And you're going to find that launch is the thing that you're actually going to use the most in this game. Once it's upgraded and you can actually launch more things, in other words, you've got like more energy, it really is your most powerful weapon. Wow, I suck. Ouch, 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 ouch. Bye. And just like that, we have our launch ability. Now the game really gets fun.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off.
Now there are also these things, like for example, this is... What was that? Fire extinguishers. Fire extinguishers explode in this game. So if you come across fire extinguishers, launch them. Ah. Ooh, isn't there a guy up here somewhere? I thought I saw something. Let's go and see. I don't want to leave anybody behind. I'm pretty sure I saw... Oh, ouch! I did see someone here. Bugger. There we go. Still no access.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
No, that's all. You must also explore this world, because there are all these crates all over the place. If you don't explore, you don't find them. And this is where you really find a lot of your mods and materials and all kinds of stuff. So this game really is encouraging you to explore as much as possible. That's the control point. Just cleanse that.
This must open the door.
Oh, is that a clearance card? Ooh, okay, hang on. I'm sure I'm supposed to go in there, but I'll be back just now. Hang on, where'd I come from? I came from here. I wanna go back to... Yeah. There was a room here that said level 1 that I couldn't open before. Let's see if there's anything in here. Aha! There we go, see? Crates again. And there's a gold crate. I found 2 things, weapon mods and materials. So do explore as much as you can. Find all these crates. Thank you. From the look of things, there are 2 types of crates, right? There are regular crates, which are a dark gray, greenish color, I don't know. And then there are golden ones. Now the golden ones always seem to give you a whole lot more than those dark gray, greenish ones. And the golden ones are usually well hidden away. Wow, I suck. This is not possible to hit this guy with launchers. So with this guy with his launch capabilities, like I mentioned earlier, if he hits you, it deals a lot of damage.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
So the best way to actually take him out, like you might have seen,
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
is to just avoid him. Hide, come out, shoot. Be a coward. There's nothing wrong with that.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana is caused by sonic weaponry and the
Actually, things going through these tubes.
Numerous personnel have damaged.
Never noticed that before. That's so cool.
The hotline can't be far now.
Yeah, I can hear it ringing. Okay, where am I going? Is there anything else there? No.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream logic. The lights.
Have we been here before? No.
So what is the Ocean View Motel?
I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
So this place usually has a bunch of puzzles
On it.
that you need to solve. This is the first time we actually encountered this, so the puzzle is actually fairly simple. Every time you ring the bell, a door opens. Eventually, solve the puzzle, and you get the key. The key then opens the door with a black pyramid. You go through it, and you're back into reality. I don't know. Back in the astral plane again. Complete the astral plane challenge. What's the challenge this time? I actually don't even know. Oh, so by the way, you can't destroy these things. If you see them, run, 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 run. They're horrible. The first time I played through this, I stood there trying to shoot these things. I tried to hurl things at them. They just would not die. Eventually you learn.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Why is your nose bleeding?
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily. People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
I did I see all these documents the first time when I came running through here?
Comms. The hiss got him.
There. Who's shooting me from where? You sneaky bugger. Die. Ouch. I'm coming for you with things that explode. Show yourselves. Woo. Yes. Ouch. I feel like documents just keep popping out of nowhere. Are there any places here that I can find stuff? Oh, can't shoot through there. Okay, I should have a control point here. Yeah. So with this, I can fast travel back to Central Executive. I think it would have been nice if I could actually select on the actual map. It's quite disappointing. I feel like this map was like an afterthought. I believe the creators said initially there was going to be no map, and they wanted you to rely on the signboards in the game to get around. I don't know. I think I heard that somewhere. I could be wrong. Let's go speak to Emily.
Jesse,
Yes.
did you get the hotline? I mean,
I
how
got
is it
it.
out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry. You made...
I got the hotline.
She talks
I
a
can
lot.
make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. The hiss got him. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Okay, so I'm gonna guess this concludes this mission. I think every time they show you a new area that you're supposed to traverse to, it ends a mission and begins a new one. Artie, you creepy bugger. I still think this guy read my mind. So weird. I think he read my mind. This is what's nice about a second playthrough, I suppose, is that you start picking up on little things that you didn't realize before. That's big. That's super big. Okay. So that ends that mission. Next one is the directorial override. I think we'll leave it here for this one. Next one, we'll begin the directorial override mission, where we try and see if we can lift the lockdown. As usual, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like, share, and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.